You know what's one thing that blew my mind as soon as I learned? Is the fact that, your subconscious, how we say like you have a subconscious and the subconscious is the body and the conscious is just the mind. Regardless of that, the subconscious does not know the difference between you and someone else. The subconscious doesn't know if there is you or there is someone in front of you or someone around you. It doesn't know that there is other beings in the world. It just knows you, and that's it. And do you know why that's so important? Because the subconscious, if you're making fun of people, for example, when you make fun of people, give me a second. This tea is about to cry out. Yeah, that was the tea. Look, that was the tea. Well, it wasn't tea, it's coffee actually. But when you're criticizing other people, when you're making fun of other people, when you're backbiting, when you're swearing, when you're saying all these things and you're cussing out people and all that stuff, when you're just fighting people, technically you're just fighting yourself, because your subconscious doesn't know the difference between there's that person and then there's me. It doesn't know the difference. This is why Allah says, don't be calling people names. Don't be calling your own brothers names. Do you like to eat your own dead brother's flesh? Because it does not know the difference. And it says, don't even make fun of other people. Don't be backbiting other people. You guys understand, the words that we have are extremely powerful. When you're making fun of other people, you're not really making fun of them. You're making fun of yourself. You're only hurting yourself. And that's why it's very important not to walk around and then, just joke around calling each other's names and stuff. And I know it's small little things, but those small little things, they're only affecting you. They're not affecting anybody else. They're only affecting you. So this shows that the power of your words, you have extreme power with the words that you choose. And that's why you can't just be walking around saying anything that you like. It's better to walk around in silence than to just say certain things. So if you call someone names, for example, don't be calling people names. Don't be calling people names, and especially yourself. Your own self-talk that you have within you, don't be calling people names. I see people, sometimes those quirky people, they're like, oh man, I'm so stupid, I don't know why I did that. No, you're not stupid, Habibi, what are you talking about? And I know it's stuff that's small, but it's not small. You ever seen these people? They just walk around and then any little mistake they do, they're like, oh, I'm so dumb, I shouldn't have done that. What do you mean? I don't know why that's so normal for people to just jokingly call themselves dumb or I'm so stupid. This self-talk that you have is very important. Sit down right now and just and listen. What's the self-talk that you usually have within you? How do you talk to yourself? What do you usually say to yourself? Because most people, what they say to themselves is just words of hatred, words of putting themselves down. And then what's going to happen is that this is going to start translating on the outside. So on the outside, you will start making other people feel down. And whenever I see that happening, I'm the only reason why such and such is doing that is because they themselves, they feel that they're down. They feel that they're not worth anything. And so it's very important to not do that. Very important to not just use your words chaotically. You know what Allah says? Allah says, O you who believe, say words, قُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. Sadida. The word sadida, it says say words that are sadida. You know what sadida means? Sadida is when you have like sad, when you close something, when you have a dam, let's just say the dam is leaking and then you just go and close it. What you just did is just said. So what Allah's telling you is that say words that don't cause floods. Say words that stop things. Say words with power. Speak impeccably. Speak in an impeccable way. I think that's the word. I forgot the word. But just speak like your words have so much value. Walk around like any word you say, it becomes a reality. Any word that comes out of your mouth, it becomes a reality. So if you've said something, it's done, it's a reality. And you just have to go and follow through. قُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. That's actually a big thing in the Quran that I learned from a young age, which is not just to walk around and just say anything that you want. Say things that fix things. Say things that fix problems. Say things that don't cause problems. And then say things that, as soon as the word came out, that's it, it's done. This word has become life. And that's very powerful. You walk around like that now, not only are people going to be respecting your word a lot more, but you you yourself will be respecting your word a lot more, which means you won't be making fun of other people because you know you making fun of others is only you hurting yourself. By the way, speaking about the subconscious and how the subconscious doesn't know the difference between when you talk about other people and then talk about yourself, why is that? Why is it that the subconscious does not know the difference? It's because the subconscious, the language of the subconscious is emotions. So the stronger the emotion is, the stronger the imprint that's going to be left on the subconscious. So if you ever want to influence your subconscious, what you're supposed to be doing is just use emotions. That's why memories, things that happen to you that have like a high emotional impact, they turn into memories. Understand that when you have memories, you're not really remembering the memory itself. You're remembering the emotion that you felt during that memory. And that's why, it's had a voice crack. And that's why when you use memory, for example, if you want to memorize things, and then you use emotion to memorize things, you'll memorize things very easily. Like for example, if you want to memorize like a road name, a street name or whatever, and then you attach an emotion to it, so you would say something like, oh, that street name is the street name that my wife and I met in. You'll definitely not forget that street name. Or for example, if you have, like you obviously remember your spouse's number, your parents, if you actually tried, you'll remember these numbers so easily because there is an emotion attached to it. And that emotion is that, well, this person I love. So you remember their numbers easily. And so your subconscious, when you're having strong emotion, like for example, if you feel severe jealousy towards something, then that's going to be imprinted on your subconscious. That's why you should be very careful. Like the things that you look at and the things that you hear, don't let those things come and affect your heart. And so don't be looking at everything and don't be hearing everything. So for example, if you're sad and then you go and then you listen to sad music, what's going to happen, bro? You're just going to be even more sad. And then your subconscious is going to have even more sadness in it. And what's going to happen as a result is that you walk around and you'll see more sadness in your life. You'll just be seeing more sadness in your life. Why is that? Because you were listening to sad music. When you're sad, the solution is not to go and listen to sad music. I don't know why people do that. They're sad, they're like, let me just go listen to sad music. Well, what are you doing, bro? Like, stop listening to sad music. So that's the thing, the subconscious is very powerful. But remember that the language of the subconscious is the emotion. The emotion. Now, me saying that, it implies that, well, hold on. If I want to start influencing my subconscious to be more abundant, to be more aligned with like rich type of thoughts, all I need to be doing, like you can listen to affirmations that say that you're rich, but you need to be feeling that you are rich. Feeling that you are rich. By the way, remember how I told you, I'm like, there's level 1, level 2, level 3. This is level 2 type of programming. Level 2 is just literally influencing your subconscious through the use of affirmation, through the use of like emotion. But level 3 is the one that I truly believe in, which is just thinking nothing, being nothing, and then letting the will of Allah program you. That's the most powerful one. But for those of you that are still stuck, do this, bro. Like, you can actually go and listen to affirmations. It's okay. Listen to it. And then try to literally feel the abundance, because understand that you have these tools. These emotions are just tools. So learn how to use these tools so that when you actually graduate and then you go to level 3, and level 3 is what's going to 1000x your life, then you'll notice that, like, you'll know what to do. Like, you'll understand, you'll know the whole formula. And the whole formula is just using these emotions, using these thoughts, and then making them program you. And then as a result, letting them grow by watering them, by adding more proper thoughts, by persisting in those emotions. And then what happens is that you'll just see a completely whole new life. And that's the beauty of the human being, man. So again, your subconscious does not know the difference between you talking bad about others and you talking bad about yourself. Which means don't be talking bad about others and don't be talking bad about yourself. This is the most powerful thing I can give you today, man. And by the way, this doesn't just mean you're not making fun of others using your mouth. Don't be making fun of others even using your thoughts. Because again, like your subconscious still doesn't know the difference. Like, ugliness can point out ugliness. Beauty can point out beauty. So if you find someone that's ugly, you're ugly, not them. Like, that's why you think that they're ugly, because you have seen ugliness within you. But if you've never seen ugliness, how can you point out ugliness? It's impossible. It's impossible, unless you thought that was you. And that's very powerful. Anyway, I'm hoping this was helpful, man. If it was, just let me know.